watching Sixth Sense, and anytime we come your way, we just want to say a very big thank you for the support. Every Sunday evening at 5 p.m., you stay glued to make sure you watch the Sixth Sense, and also you tell the world about us. We are super grateful. You know, my name is Roslyn Felly, right? Well, if you don't know, you just had it right here. I don't do this alone. I am here with the ever beautiful Nadu.
You know my name is Nadi, right?
Really?
Okay. That's what she said.
Okay.
Are you me?
I did same.
Are you me?
Okay.
I did same.
The drama already started.
And Marilyn!
Girl, like this is my second time on the show and you're still doing this. Please, my name is Ajele Duku and it's nice to be here again.
It's nice to be here again. Oh, nah. No, Marilyn. And today we have a wonderful girl. She's so beautiful. You should see her. Drum roll for our very own guest. Habiba Sinari. Welcome, darling.
Thank you so much. First time, and I'm really happy to be here.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll definitely be inviting you more.
You should.
Okay. So today we are talking about 3 important topics. And I know my ladies cannot wait to delve into the conversation. Our very first topic is the disturbing cases of divorce in Ghana. It looks like divorce is really increasing, and we are wondering what's causing it. I mean, when we're young, we heard stories of our parents marrying for 30, 40, 50 years and all of that. Now it's like 2 years, no, boom, the marriage is
1
over.
month.
It's happening.
1 month.
It's happening.
72 hours.
72
72
hours.
hours, I know.
Yeah, the same day.
Then our second topic is about interfaith or mixed relationships. We'll be talking about that, very, very important. And then we go into our final discussion, which will be publicity stunts. How willing are you to do things to become famous? I mean, how far will you go? It's another question altogether. We'll definitely go on the street as well to talk to a few people to hear their opinions. But before then, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll delve into our topics for today. Stay with us.
Welcome back. This is the Sixth Sense on Joy Prime TV. You know it's always with a bunch of beautiful women. Roslyn Felly, Na Olenu is here, and the beautiful Habib Sinari is here for the first time we get to hang out. And our conversation today, well, if you joined us earlier, you know Roslyn told us about the topics we're discussing. Now, we're talking about disturbing cases of divorce that is happening in Ghana. A lot of things are happening. We've known since we're growing up, like Roslyn said, that marriage, our parents got married for 50 years, 40 years, 62 something years. Sometimes
Still
you go
counting.
you go to wedding anniversaries and you go like, oh wow, couple goes and you're wondering what happened. How did they get this far? And right now, well, unfortunately, for our generation, it seems like people get married for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 72 hours, the same dates and all that stuff. And it's becoming disturbing. Some of the things I want to ask is it that we don't take our time to, get to know the people we get involved with before we get married? Roslyn, I want to start with you today.
You want to start with me?
Yes, darling.
I think it's just society. Times have evolved. Unfortunately, the kind of no sense that our parents were taking right now, that no sense is not being taken by the people. I will blame education in a way, because too much sense, of course, is where the issue is. People are not willing to take no sense. You get me when I say no sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, it's TV, so I have to say no sense.
Yeah.
So it's not being tolerated like it was being tolerated in the past. In the past, where the men will go cheat and come back, and some men, not all, will go cheat, come back, and they'll still bring in children, and the mothers will say, yeah, we still welcome them. It's all right. It's okay for that to happen. Today, we have some marriages where you dare not. If you do it, that's it for you. The marriage is done, because the ladies are not willing to take that, It's more of society. That is why we are where we are today. Education is also a factor. Let's not rule it out, because some women are of the opinion that if my parents took care of me, paid my school fees, then I need to get to the very top. And if you're going to hinder my progress from getting to the top, then I'm not going to stay in that marriage. You know, nothing is going to stop me from getting to the top. So if it means me having a divorce and getting to the top, I would do it. So that's one, I think that's some of the reasons why, you know, we are seeing this occurring. But then as we talk, probably more reasons will come.
Habiba,
Hi.
let's talk, sweetie.
So I think I have two things to talk about. Expectations. Our generation people. It's sad. People enter marriages having funny expectations and they expect it to be, you know, to happen. They don't take their time. So you realize that when they're dating, they do certain things that, for example, I'm dating a guy, maybe he's the type of guy that every lady wants to date, and he's a young guy, we go to the club, we have vacations, blah, blah, blah. You realize that kind of relationship, you have people who, they don't have time for, there's a word for it.
Getting to know each other, talking.
No, in terms of the time where he needs a lady the most, they don't have those moments. It's all about enjoying moments, putting on social media, having fun. So they don't spend time growing. They don't spend time knowing each other. They don't spend time in their lowest moments. They only spend time having the fun, and the relationship goes and quotes on social media that we see day in, day out. And they get married, and this is the time like we have to put everything aside and face reality. And then there's a problem. Because when I was dating you, didn't show me that, or you didn't show me you had problems, and now you're telling me you have a problem. I can't buy that. You just married me like how many weeks ago, and you're telling me you have problems. So I think that's one thing. Another thing too is education, yes, because now women are knowing their value.
Yeah.
For that, I feel everybody needs to understand this. Gone are the days where when our parents, our dads go out, have children out of wedlock, our mothers still take them in.
Yeah.
Because they want to cover shame, because they are so traditional bounded. They're so, hey, my family this, hey, my family that. But now women don't care. A single mother, she'll take care of her child and she's fine. She wants to have kids, she doesn't want to get married, she's fine. She goes to do artificial insemination and she's fine. She doesn't care about a man. So I think now women, fine, they're knowing their values. At the same time too, we're going off track. Because women, if we're given the chance, what we'll do, what we'll do is, it's crazy. I mean, now we're ruling the world. Women are everywhere. Enter any big institution or organization, and trust me, there's a woman who is leading a bunch of men.
Yes.
So we're taking over the world. Now there's no excuse for any woman. And now we have that feminine thing that they are doing. But my definition of feminism is totally different. It's not this man fighter thing. So I think now we know our value. Now I'm a modern day child.
Yeah.
Back in the day was a different way of grooming a child or raising a child. Now it's different. So now you can't tell me that a man will misbehave. I tell you stop it. I tell you don't do this. You expect me to be scared of you. It won't work because now I grew up differently.
Yes.
My mom will sacrifice, but I won't sacrifice. We're two different people from two different generations. There's a gap.
Yeah.
Such a huge gap. So I think the expectations are part. And
education,
of course. Now, so we won't just take.
We found our voices.
You know, that's why I always urge women to try as much as possible to push, because once you do that, you're pushing for another girl who's just directly looking at you. It's now that we have women making, you know, making differences, huge differences, that's given the rest of us voices to shout as much as we want or as loud as we want. So yeah.
But are these divorces happening for the right reasons? No.
Before I answer that one, I would also want to add to what Rosalind and then Habiba have said. I would want to speak to the fact that we have high increase in divorce lately because of the age, let me say, the young age that people, you know, married. Yeah, exactly. So they might not know a lot before they get into the marriage. They
Yeah.
get there and they realize that there is more to than what I expected. I thought it's this way, but not knowing there's more to marriage than what I thought. So they married at a very young age, not knowing whatever. I always say that marriage is the only school you go and they give you the certificate before you get into the school.
Definitely.
You know, because every school you go and learn, pass, and then they give you the certificate. But with marriage, I mean, you've not even gotten into it, and you are being given certificates because they know that you are now going to learn, and it's very, very difficult. So people who marry at a very young age, when they get there and they realize that I can't handle this, now there's a tendency to come out of the marriage. I would also want to partly blame it on cohabitation.
Right.
Reason is because the other day we did something on cohabitation. I feel like if you're not married to the person and you cohabit before the marriage, sometimes you've enjoyed everything, every rose, every sweetness that the marriage would bring.
But some also say cohabitation gives you the opportunity to know if I can live with Roslyn or not.
It depends. People go in there and they make it, but people also go
They
in there and they
courtship
fail.
wrongly,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you handle it. Some go in there with agenda. It won't work for you. But if you are in there to learn, okay, so I'm going to unlearn to learn.
Yes.
All right, so let me do it this way. And the guy says, okay, it's not this way. Okay, let me do it this. Now when we marry, you taught me what to do and what not to do. But sometimes if you're not fortunate, you enjoy everything the rough that marriage would bring, all the sweetness. So when you get in there, it's like, I've enjoyed this already. I'm tired of it.
New.
And then you
There's
want to
nothing
walk
new
out
to
of it.
check.
And then
But I wanted to ask you ladies, like, first off, before we get to why people divorce and are they doing it for the right reasons, is it that people don't take their time? Because we all evolve, we all change. There's change as we grow. Maybe when we got married, we're 20-something. Then after 5 years, we're 30-something. So we learn a lot of things along the way. A few habits fall on the side. We pick up new habits, you know, others because of frustration from work and stuff like that. Do we get to, you know, sit down at the end of the day? Like, do people reevaluate, like, you know, at this point we're doing this, we're not doing this anymore, can we visit this again to bring this back? Do we even take our time to do that?
I think it's more of communication in marriage, and every time I sit down, I say this thing where, you know, most marriages, that's what they lack. You know, sometimes the spouses, some don't even listen
at all.
and they don't know what the other spouse is feeling or what the other spouse is lacking. You know, so we are just in there because we are married. So the time that, you know, the slightest thing can just explode.
Yes.
And before you can say, Jack, the marriage is over. You know, so the whole thing boils down to communication. When we go back into the day, our parents were probably communicating with their parents. You know, right now, most couples don't even go to their parents and complain to them. Yes, as friends they talk to. They don't talk to their parents about their problems. Exactly. You know, and this is also contributing to it. But the question here also again that I'll ask is it that our law system has made it so easy for divorce to go on?
I don't think so. I don't think so because it's still on that when you get to the family court or whatever, they give you some time to separate and some time, you know, to come back. If it doesn't work, they'll just let it go like that. I mean, I got married very early, and what she was saying is actually true. I didn't really know the essence of marriage.
Yeah.
I just felt, I wanted to have a child, I wanted to have a family, and my mom wouldn't make me have a child out of wedlock because I'm from some serious, strict Muslim home. And so I was in a hurry to have a family without knowing what marriage was.
Yeah.
And I was just naive. And so when someone says something to me, I get hurt. And I don't understand why she said that because my mom didn't even treat me like that. No experience. No one sat me down to talk to me, honestly. Gone are the days where they actually sit you down and talk to you so well. And this one, everyone was assuming that I was an adult
And you knew what you were about.
I knew what I was about. But I knew just little. I just knew that, okay, I'm going to do this and doesn't have a baby. But I didn't even know how to control my marriage. And so something later, and I was like, I can't kill myself, I'm tired. And that's when I went down.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Some of these divorces, you would realize that some, I'm not saying that we should be there if things are not working. But if you look into things, there are some that are kind of workable.
Some divorce are uncalled for. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. a lot.
Exactly. Somebody shared her experience that years ago she was having issues with her husband. She went to a friend, and the friend advised, actually a pastor friend, and advised that, okay, want to me, I'll walk out. If you can't walk out. And she was torn between, like, another person said, no, you can work it out. This is not too serious. You can work it out. Sit down. Communication, like you said, talk over it. Let's see where the problem is and we can solve it. And she didn't know where to, you know, stand. She decided, okay, let me be in the marriage. This advice was given to her about 15 years ago. She is still married now, and she's enjoying her marriage.
Oh, wow.
So at the end of the day, I think she listened to the one who said it is workable. So some of the things we can easily work around it, and it's possible.
Definitely.
There are some that you
know
most
that
definitely
this
have
is
to
not
work
Yeah.
out, but some is workable. It's not every issue that you would have to pick your back.
know, I don't
If you go,
believe-
someone also would want to
Would
be
want
there.
to
Of course. I mean,
And
hey,
baby,
even if you
I
up
enjoy.
and
Like
Angel.
everywhere has so much
Baby
trouble.
Angel.
And sometimes you listen to other people's cases and you're like,
Let me, yeah.
Mine is
if I
better.
had these experiences that I have now, I think I would still be in my marriage. But I got married very early, and so I didn't understand why I should be tolerating certain things I didn't bargain for. Apart from that, I feel that I don't know. Like there's nothing like, you know, when you love. This love we're talking about, in my opinion, is the love, the honesty, respect, communication. All those things are like ingredients that make up for this love.
Yeah.
And so we have people that are still married, but they don't do that love thing. Like when they see each other, nothing turns
They're not
them
like
on.
a
The
sister-brother
respect is
thing.
holding them.
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
And so you realize, okay, they're married. They're happily married. It's because of the respect they have for each other. But the man maybe actually feels that funny sensation thing that he feels with another woman.
Yeah.
But he's not married to you. When that thing moves away, he's
That's
done
it.
with you.
He's done.
'Cause
He's
respect,
done.
communication, all
Yeah.
those things is just zero in most of my generational marriage that we're having.
But let me ask you this: should it be difficult to get divorced? Yes or no? Habiba, let me ask
no.
you. No.
I don't think it should be difficult.
It shouldn't be difficult.
It
to
shouldn't.
Get divorced.
It should not be difficult.
That's why I never did legal marriage.
Yeah.
The,
It
the
should
thing
not.
is, the thing is, I think because as human beings we evolve, we change. A lot of things that, at the beginning I saw, and then as you grow up, you realize that, oh my God, it's not changing, or it's not working, or oh, he got worse,
That's why
or
renewal
something.
vows
Yes,
are really
But
very,
you know, but
very important.
If it's also not difficult, the divorce rate is going to increase. I think.
No, but it's
already
already
happening.
It's going to be more,
But
I
you see,
think.
what now is failing
It's going to give opportunity to
but
other people to
once
work
you
No,
their
nah,
marriages out.
nah, what you're not, yeah, but you,
That's it.
You can never get it right.
But
You
wait,
will
hold,
divorce at the back of
ladies,
your head.
ladies, hold on. Now you're failing to realize that we're humans. We work with our emotions and sometimes with our heads. Sometimes when you're getting married, there are a lot of people who get married for different reasons.
Exactly.
She got married because she was excited to have a family. I got married because I was in love and I wanted to, that kind of, you know, thing. I'm a how do I say it?
Sucker for love.
Thank you, boo boo. Yeah, that's what I am. Somebody is getting married because, oh, he got money. I'm settled. My family is paid. Somebody, oh, he has kids. His kids will look
find
nice. So,
children.
thank you. Fine genes. You understand me? Somebody be like, okay.
Someone is also marrying because of the family the person is from.
Thank you. The family
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
So everybody gets there, and then they realize that, like she said, you realize that that's not what I was bargaining for. I can't do this anymore. So we're a human institution. We're humans. We can change at any given time. You're going to try and say, okay, he snores when he's sleeping. I'll try. After 10 years, no, hell, I can't do this anymore. And then you're out of it. And that's the only thing that somebody will say, it doesn't make sense. But to you, it makes sense because probably when you come back from work, you're tired, you want to sleep, and then it's not
And you
even
know,
coming properly.
My
You want-
generation people, ladies, don't even understand that you can't have it all. Once you're going in for money, you have to focus there, forget about the love,
Yeah.
forget about the good times. Once you're going for good times too, he doesn't really have it like you want him to. Look at the wife Dangote married. Very nice girl, whatever. They travel the world together. Do you know he forgot the wife was in a hotel, sat in his private jet and left? That's the main reason why he left, just his recent marriage. I think that was like a year or two ago. and now he said he can't get married. But name what she doesn't have.
Wait, hold on. He
she
left
has
her.
everything in this world.
He left her in the
He
hotel room.
forgot she exists.
Forgot. I think he was chasing her. But someone we that we don't know will be there saying, "Ah, me, you can forget me, or I don't care." But you
No,
be
but-
tired.
you
but
be
ladies,
tired.
but
It will
ladies,
get to a point where you're
I am
tired.
thinking that if it's kind of difficult, it will give opportunity to those marriages that take your time.
No, I
Tho-
wanted to
allow
address
me,
them. It will
allow
be
me.
tired, you know.
Wait, those marriages that I'm thinking
you marry
that
Dangote and be tired.
so those marriages that I'm thinking that will be workable, I'm thinking that if it's that easy, people get the divorce, they'll go and sit back, and then now they regret, getting the divorce. But if it's a bit difficult, it will give such people the opportunity to continue thinking into it, to see if things would work. If it's prolonged or if it's kind of difficult, at the end of the day, if they can't, everybody will know that because the process is difficult, at the end of the day, you've tried. Now you would want to go for it, But if it's not so difficult, you would get it, and then maybe you would regret.
Then you regret it, and you both come back together. You haven't you seen people who regretted getting a divorce
yeah.
and they go back
And they
together
go back
again?
together.
Baby.
So it should be that easy. Then when
No,
you go
it's-
back,
it-
you
no,
can't.
I don't
no,
think
no.
it's
It's not-
easy. You
I'm
honestly
not-
pass
still
through.
want
That's
to
what Roslyn is
marry Dangote
asking.
and regret it though. Like all that money, you can get tired.
Of
Like
course.
how do you get tired
It's
of
not-
the
it's
money?
not-
Especially when
it's
he's not
that
paying
easy.
attention
when
to
you
me,
have
I'll
enough,
get
When you
tired.
have enough, you finally get all what you think you needed. in
Yeah.
life. It would be painful to not get the things that money can
She's
buy.
trying to tell
Like
you
what?
that money answers
You
all
now, Kasanu,
things.
you are toying
That's what
our
she's
ears,
trying to
so
say.
What else do you want? you are not first wife. You are not second wife. You are toying our ears, and you are expecting him to think about you. Honey,
it's a
why
serious
did you marry
matter.
him?
So
You
just
married him because
enjoy.
of the money.
But the thing
Exactly.
is, whether it's easy or not, it's up to us to decide that, I can work this. Sometimes you're out of it already when you go through certain things. And I think sometimes it's more than just, oh, he snores. Or probably just more than he left me in the hotel room. There's a lot more. Sometimes you're not so good at
You know, my
communicating.
philosophy, I feel
Yeah, if
that
you're first wife, you can think about. Sorry, Abiba.
No, I feel that when I say this, my mom is like, if I don't say that. For me, I feel marriage is it's like a bus. I'm in a bus. If it's not going to my destination, I will light.
You are right.
Because I don't even know how many years God has given me.
Yeah.
I can't come and suffer in another man's house. Like, you're not the one that gave birth to me. You want to worry me. Why? For what? No, I'm not doing.
Bust up.
If I see that you're not, and you're doing it too much, you go and cheat, you come back, I'm saying, hey. You come back again, hey, you don't treat me well. You hit me. Forget hitting. Once you don't make me happy, I don't know why I should be there.
Yeah.
It's a no-no for me. Happiness is really important to me. I'm concerned, I would rather prefer a hardworking man to someone that is already rich and I don't even know where his money is coming from.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because when he's hardworking, he will always feed you. I mean, when things go bad, you always find a way. So for me, I feel it's like a bus. It's not going to my destination, I would get down. Honestly, I'll get down. If I marry again, it's not working for me, I'm not the
You're
first or the second to do
out.
two divorces.
Wow.
I will get down.
Habiba is the new generation wife. Don't mess with her. On this note, we want to take a quick break, and when we come back, we do have more for you. Do stay with us.
Yo, welcome back. This is still the Sixth Sense. Roslyn is here.
Yeah.
Nah, and then Habiba.
Fine girl.
Fine girl.
I'm
So we've been
blushing.
talking about divorce. Let's move on to our next topic, which is interfaith marriage and relationship. Is it a norm? Is it becoming a norm?
Will it ever be a
Will it
norm?
ever be a norm? That's the question. So Habiba is here. You are a Muslim and you are Christian? Christian?
Chrislam.
Christian. You are Christian.
What's that? Like
In
Christian?
between.
Christian Muslim.
No, I'm a Christian.
So is it becoming a norm? You know, sometimes it's so difficult. Like
Yeah.
from a Muslim background,
I've had
you would
people-
want to.
I see
You've
that.
seen some beautiful girl that you're so much in love with from the Christian family. You would want to marry the person, and it becomes a big issue.
problem. I've been asked this question countless times. I think it's going to be hard, not because of me, but because of the children I'm going to bring to this world.
Why?
You see, if I decide to be a Christian, let's say I meet a Christian man, he's everything I want, and I become a Christian, then we know that, okay, we all belong in the same circle.
Okay.
When we have children, they have one straight path. If he wants to be Muslim, then fine, we have the same thing. But at the end of the day, if we're two, at the end of the day, you realize that the children coming, they don't even know where to follow. The mother is dragging, because of course I want my children to be Muslim if I'm Muslim. The father is dragging. Sunday he's going, Friday the child gets confused. Now it gets to a point that the child is actually waiting for his or her life partner to see where he or she belongs. Or no, so very confused. Goes and bring another person into that confusion. Then it goes on and on and on. So you realize that some will be Muslims, some will be Christians. And for me, my family is something, I don't like family trouble. Family is my weak point. I think that's my test of life. Love and family, issues and family, whatever. If my family is against me for a marriage like this, then for me, I feel it's not worth it.
Okay.
When I'm getting married, it's my family that would actually carry the marriage. So right now, they're not happy with me. My mom is not happy with me. Habiba, you're on your own. Mariama, I know you're going to say, I've disowned you. You're on your own. Da-da-da-da. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And she's right, because everybody in the family is going to look up to her to stop that. At the end of the day, is your daughter going to be a Christian? I think they'll disown me. Like, last, I'm gone. So I don't think any man is worth me changing my religion unless I want to. I see the need to. Then that I'm not changing for anybody. And that means that man is assured that I won't come back to my religion, because it's a decision I took. Not because of him, but because I feel I want to be a Christian.
Now, quick one. So if you meet a Christian man and you decide to change to be a Christian, what's Mariama going to say?
Mama, I didn't ask this question. No. I
just want to know.
My mom will ask me, maybe I saw it in a dream, maybe I'm just trying to test her.
Did I dream it?
She said, oh, Habiba, you're joking. You know, that kind of thing. She said, Habiba, you know it. I don't have to tell you. You know. And if I go ahead, she will say, choose between the man and me. But guess what? I have a cousin who's married to a Christian. Now we all go to a house, we eat, we play with the kids and everything. Once you're happy, everyone will fall in place.
Yeah.
But I'm yet to see that man that will be worth me changing or me being with him.
I like that.
Yeah, because I don't think my generation.
I actually want to put we ladies on the spot.
Yeah.
From maybe you being a Muslim, growing up, did you ever come across this fine boy who probably exactly that's what I'm coming to.
Confessing.
So how did you handle it?
I didn't go into it though.
So you stayed at fire and said,
I
love you, honey, but
no, like he realized there was a serious chemistry. I mean, oh my God, that boy is perfect. I mean, well, you're not perfect. I know you have something wrong with you. You know yourself, but he's just somebody that I felt, you know what? Just keep him as a brother, because it's not going to work. At the end of the day, you've lost a good person.
Yeah.
My mom is not going to allow it. I will feel guilty for the rest of my life. I don't know if he's going to disappoint me in the future, because people change. Hey, the way people change is serious. So you can marry someone, you're like, hey, the one I dated. Is this you?
It's not you.
Whom are you?
So you're concerned about you're concerned about what your parents would say, even
it's
though
important
you loved
to me.
the guy.
And also, I need some sense of peace. Inner peace is important. You're getting married. You're not even sure of, hey, what am I doing? Am I sure? Then it's a no.
Yeah.
Wait till you're sure. When you're entering with full vim. But if you're skeptical about it, you're entering with one leg. You're not sure of what you're doing.
Sure.
The man does something little, you blow up.
Okay.
Right.
So I have people going in with full
wanted
vim.
to share
Oh
something
no!
with us.
Okay, so this one
About the Muslim that you met.
Nobody
The
knows
Muslim
that.
You
that
actually
you
look
fell
good
in love
in
with.
scarf. So you should
Yeah, actually, I look good.
You're welcome,
Thank
please.
you. But nobody knows about this. I had this very good friend of mine, but he's not in the country anymore. I was, gravitating towards him and stuff like that. I told myself, Ajili,
Famous lady.
Thank you. So, but like you said, he was very protective of me, very good friend, the kind that would, back in Legon, I don't think anybody even saw me going into that area, but to myself, I had to. Because, yes, I wasn't sure of how I was going to go for it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm the type that, I don't really mind who you are with. I'm not judgmental or anything, but, yes, at some point in my life, what other people said, kind of bothered me a lot. kind of, it bothered me a lot what society would say. And I'm the
How
type
people
that
think about you.
Yes,
That
and
thing,
the plenty talking, it will stress me out. So to avoid all of that, let me just park. But being a great person he was, yes. But to move, maybe it was Fieru. Yeah.
But God is wonderful. The person will be so perfect, and you just can't be with the person. And the one that's not perfect, the one that will give you headache, is actually your religion.
Yes, that's so true.
Anything about you?
No. Not
So
at all.
I met someone who is a Muslim, so sweet, generous, caring, so kind, older than me, far. But you know, the person's mannerisms and the way he cares about you and everything, you would definitely fall in love with the person.
Aww.
But at the end of the day, oh, come on, stop this!
I like it when we do this.
At the end of the day, I'm a staunch Christian. Like, that's kind of... I know it won't work. It won't work. I won't even try to take the person to my family to say that I'm in love with this person, this person.
But
I snap out of it
but
and keep the person as a friend.
So you don't lose the person.
Exactly.
But I know a couple that, you know, they went through a lot, but they still ended up together. He was Christian and she was Muslim.
I've seen a lot.
Oh, yeah. I've seen one too.
I've seen that one.
Friends that their
They
parents
didn't
are,
give up. They didn't give up, and they still went. And for me, I from afar, I haven't said this to them, but like, you know, I'm so proud of how far they've come
think with
their beautiful children and
in
everything.
particular, it comes from the parents, because I know from some homes, some of the Muslim homes, the parents are liberal.
They'll support you.
They'll support you. Some of the Muslim homes as well, Christian homes, you have the parents being liberal, and they tell them.
The Christians are more liberal.
Yes.
The Muslims
And
are
they-
very hard.
Yeah, that's so true.
And they tell them from the onset that we don't mind if you should do it, you know. So the children are free to do it. They can actually enter marriage. As to whether it will be a norm, I doubt it will be a norm. If it will ever be a norm, it will probably take another second coming of Jesus. Because you see, even our religions are such that when you go to certain churches, they preach against, no, it's unfortunate. And
Yes,
I hate to
unfortunate,
hear
yes.
that. They preach against the other religions just because they do not agree with the things that they do. Hence, they preach against them. But I always say this, and I will keep on saying it. Nobody knows what's right.
And
Yes.
you know the sad thing?
Nobody knows what's
She
right.
reminds me of something very significant that happened. I went for a Thanksgiving in a church, but that day I didn't put on a veil. I actually put on a weave because I wanted to feel. I didn't want anyone looking at me like, hey, what is this one doing here? So I got there, and then after the man was talking about try to stay, what, indirectly he was trying to say, don't get closer to the Muslims. And I was like, what kind of pastor is this? So when they were done, I went to him and I said, you know, I'm Muslim. He's like, you're Muslims, what are you doing here? Oh, you want to be a Christian? Oh, God has visited the heavens. And I told him, I said, listen, if that's what you're thinking, first of all, I'm actually ashamed of you right now. I'm shy for you. And secondly, if that's what you're thinking, then let's say only Christians should go to heaven or only Muslims should go to heaven. You know what God is going to judge us on? Humanity. So I beg of you, these things you're saying, you're actually like, you're actually proving that religion has divided us all. No, it's not like that. God is going to judge you based on how you treated people, how you were there for people, humanity, how you loved one another. That's why the commandments, the same commandments are the same thing in the Quran.
I was coming to that.
And it's in the
I was coming to that.
traditional religion. They'll
I
say,
was
don't
coming
cheat,
to that.
don't steal, we'll do this to you. It's
Yes,
the
some of the
same.
things in the
It's
Quran
true.
actually is in the
Even
Bible.
for civilization, by now we're all doing that. By now we've all put the white thing and we've done things.
But you
on
know,
our
I
face.
had of a family.
It will
I had
tilt
of
to heaven.
I heard of a family, Muslim, Christian, they're married, but at the end of the day, the man said that, children, if you want to follow your mother's religion, follow it. If you want to follow my religion,
welcome.
follow it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the children,
They made a choice.
They made a choice. So I saw love come to play.
Yeah, that's
So
beautiful.
love surpasses it all. They said, you want to follow your mother to church? Go. You want to follow me as a mother? So at the point, the guy says, I think he's like Uber driver or something. So he shared his experience with me. Yes, now I remember. He said sometimes you follow the father to the mosque. Sometimes then you go to church.
So it's up to you, your decision. But you know, even as we're talking about Muslims and Christians, even we the Christians, amongst us.
That's what I
certain,
learned.
Certain, you
Oh,
know,
it's even in
That's
Islam.
what I was going to talk
Orthodox and
about.
unorthodox.
That's
they
what I
don't
was going to
really,
talk
you know,
about.
mingle.
When you go into the charismatic
And the
Thank
churches,
Catholics. The Catholics
the
too.
charismatic churches actually speak so, some of them, I'll say all, speak so ill of some of the Orthodox churches.
Yes.
And you ask yourself, are we not serving the same God?
Yes, sis. Yes.
So I don't think this is ever going to be
Even
a
when we
norm.
have the Ahmadis,
We-
all of that.
we-
So
we
it's the
can-
same thing for us too.
I see.
Yeah.
Really?
Those that are, they call themselves Ali Sunnah. Ali Sunnah means like someone who is following the doings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that means that they are correct followers. Meanwhile, every Muslim is a Sunnah because we follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. So what are you talking about? So the Ali Sunnahs want to, they are the niqabis and
Oh, the ones
don't-
that cover
They
the-
don't want to show. They don't take pictures. Yeah, they don't do those things. Some of them don't watch TV. So those people, you cannot, they can't marry.
In 2022?
You know, we
don't
can
have friends.
actually.
You don't have
I
friends.
don't know. I think they use their.
Then so there's the Ali Sunnis, there's
Even
the
God himself will be
Ahmadiyya.
looking at, and the Prophet Muhammad will be looking at them like this. Hey, you're killing yourself. Because if back in the day they had these technologies, what they would have done with it. So I think the Bible and the Quran needs to be written again.
Yeah.
Ladies, I think we can actually link this discussion to inter-ethnic relationships
Yeah.
and marriages as well. So 'cause
That
they
is
are-
also bad.
it's-
Bad.
if you're Fanti, don't marry somebody from the Ghana tribe. It happens.
What's wrong with guys? We're cool people. We're really nice people.
And the
but
Fanti
let-
is still
let me-
saying,
let me
"We
know
want to
everybody
say,
is
we
cool."
too, we are cool.
I think
I'm not
everybody-
being I'm not shading tribes or something like that. Hey, but there's some tribes that when you marry them, you suffer. Oh.
I didn't say so. I didn't come to
Is
work.
she referring to us or what?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Let's
Is
go
she
on
referring
the
to-
streets. Look, let's ask this question
Abiba.
out there. Will it ever be a norm inter-religion marriages? Let's hear from people out there.
Christians and Muslim. I'm not. I don't think there is a lot of difference among us because we worship the same God. Because I've witnessed a lot of Islamic stuff that their imam normally use the Bible and the Quran at the same time when they are trying to have interactions with their. So I think it is even time for us, the Islamic parents, the ladies, their fathers, to even give us a chance to like marry. To me like this, me I get Muslim woman, I'll go marry her. You have something like that.
Okay, I don't know some people are hard drink kakra because me ni obi a shada trada no you Muslim ni. But before me to phone say ko me net try but do be no be school like ko wari ni krom ni. Nti me hu ni say no say na atan say disturb kakra. Ti bia hu unya krom na so to ase da ni yoku ana say bia sorry na say bia o say ni yoku. Me so me ma drink chere.
Religion should not determine who you should marry. Marriage should be about love and like foresight and planning together, some agreement between the lady and then the guy. It should not be about where you are from. Like I have issues with those things because I'm a Northerner. And then you meet ladies from other part of the country and then you like the person likes you, you are everything. Immediately the person gets to know that, oh, this person is a Northerner because you are from a particular part of the region, or this person is a Voltarian, this person is an Ashanti. Then you begin to have issues with the person. And then you have issues with people, even at workplaces. You get to meet people. And then even talking about employment. So it's high time we put those things aside. And then education to give us some kind of foresight so that we get to know that, okay, I like this person likes me. Apart from that, where the person is coming from, what the person do, and all that should not play a part in our life and our marriages.
Still the Sixth Sense show, and this is my first time here. I'm really having fun with my girls. Na Square.
One is called Marilyn.
Who's the Oh yeah, Marilyn.
She did it again.
Jesus, why?
Marilyn.
Jesus, why? Girl, why?
So bringing us to our last topic. Wow, I think this is my field, and I feel so guilty reading this.
Why?
Publicity stunts.
Girl, I'm a private person. I'm a very, very private person.
Guys, honestly, it's so difficult sometimes to get something to trend on social media, and sometimes your job actually demands you to go all out, get attention. Sometimes you feel nobody's even listening to you. So by force, you want someone to listen to you. When it comes to we going all out, let me say we because all of us are on TV.
Yeah.
We going all out. Now, do you think Marilyn? Marilyn. Is it Mary or Marilyn?
Marilyn.
Ain't it, Magba?
Oh, Enyefe. I've heard worse. Trust me, I've heard Marilyn. Marilyn, I told you.
So good.
I've heard worse.
So would you actually go out, all out, to have the attentions of people
Girl.
on social media?
Let me tell you the truth. And people think that I'm the life of the party because we're doing both radio and television. I'm a very private person. I don't even, aside the fact that you would meet me with my kids, I don't post my kids, I don't put them out there. Certain things that I do or how I live my life outside of television and radio is not new. I don't like sharing those things at all. If I have to do something that I would need publicity, I just find the right people.
The right people.
The right people that would project whatever I need to do. Not me, but what I need to do the right way. Because this isn't particular people. Yeah, we have PR people. We have some really amazing bloggers out there. Some really good websites that carry quality, authentic conversations that people that you're trying to attract will believe those stories. So if I want to project something, I'd rather go to those particular people who project me in a better light. I've worked in advertising.
Positivity doesn't really sell.
Sweetheart.
It takes time.
But I know positivity takes time in selling, but I believe that. Because like everybody says, I believe the internet never lies. Now, you know, it never forgets. It never forgets. So the least silly stunt I pull,
that's it forever.
My kids have big mouths. They'll come, even when you're wearing a dress. Oh, yeah, oh no, big mouths in the sense that, girl, no, I Googled,
and they say it as it is.
Hold on, I Googled myself last night and I showed it to them. And my girl was like, why is your picture on the internet, girl? And I'm like, because I work, Mommy, you're famous? I said, girl, I'm not famous. She said, but your pictures are there. My pictures are not there. Like, you know, this is a 7-year-old who doesn't understand why your pictures are there. You understand me? But you see, when my pictures came up, they were all related to stuff that we do at work. And I'm with my colleague. Oh, I know, Uncle Mekri. Oh, you get me. These are people he's seen me. She's seen both of them, my son and my daughter, have seen me work with. So imagine if I did that for them to see, and then something very bad of me popped up.
That's it.
That's it.
That would have been it.
Yeah. What am I teaching my children? Like I said, I'm a very private person. I wouldn't share with you. I take videos of my friends when we're hanging out, but I don't post them because
you post what you want everyone to see,
and it's work. So there are people who can project you in that particular light. There are good bloggers who people, but you know, Ghanaians are discerning. Yeah. They know the bloggers and the websites and, people, the PR people that can project you in a good light. When those stories come, they do read it.
They do read it, but don't mind you.
They mind you. They have it at the back of their head. That's what you're not getting.
Really?
Oh, people have it at the back of their head. So the next time you pull a silly sign, they go like, girl, we're not
it's true. No, because you're a decent girl.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so they read. They know what's going on. They watch you on the news.
They know who you are.
They have put you in a particular place. So I said, there are bloggers who do the right thing. They know that, oh, this one, they know the ones that are posting, they go like, oh, this one is a publicity stunt, and they won't pay attention to you. And they know the ones that are doing credible stuff. I know people who say, the Joy FM break it. If it's not breaking news. I've heard elderly people, I've heard young people say, did they say it's on Joy? Or did you watch it on Joy News? If it's not, then it's not
true.
I've heard people say that.
Countless times.
People of all walks of life. You understand me? Yes. So if I want to pull a publicity stunt with me, Ajelo Dua Oshedudoku, I won't do.
Marilyn.
So I'm actually Marilyn Gina Ajelo Dua Oshedudoku, I will not do. I know the right people to go through. My sister Rosin is there. She has a prime morning show. Rosin, please. We are trying to project people with cancer. Can you help me with that?
Yeah.
That's a good thing to project, right? But it won't be about me.
Well, I think that, when it comes to publicity stunt, it's all about branding. People do it because probably they want to brand themselves in a certain way. What some people might do is, I'm going the negative way get the spotlight on myself. Probably 5 years down the line, I'll try to switch to become a good person. So for the very first 5 years, you know, I become popular. Typical example, I think that we've seen somebody like Victoria Lebene, who says she never really dated Kofi Ajololo.
Yeah.
That's what she says, you know.
And that's what is actually going around in the industry.
And that's what she says. I don't know if it's true or not. But we all knew that she was dating him. Now she says she's not dating. She never dated him. It was part of it for her to come into the limelight. And she's in the limelight.
And you know,
Is
people
that really
actually
people's
tag
business?
her as the ex-girlfriend
really
of
people's
Kofi.
business?
Exactly.
So, but Rosalind, do you think staying relevant is important?
Extreme. For me, that is my mantra. You know, when they say good news doesn't sell, I don't believe in that, because for you to be able to last, you need positive energy.
Yes.
Let me take examples. Let's use Sarkodie. When was the last time we had something negative or controversial stuff about Sarkodie? He's there. We take even Stonebwoy. Even if you beef him, he'll mind you.
Yeah.
He's going, you know, and he's just climbing. He's going up there. Take Genevieve Naji. Did you ever hear anything about Genevieve Naji? Take Omotola. What publicity stunt did she do? You know, all these people. We go international. Go on to, you know, bigger names. They are there. Jennifer Aniston, she's not pulling any publicity stunt.
No.
Yes, you have the Cardi B's pulling it. Take Beyonce. She didn't pull any publicity stunt. We are looking at Beyonce. We are respecting Beyonce. She's been in the industry for so long.
So long, yeah.
Her works speak for her.
Thank
I
you.
believe our works can speak for us. Take a Jocelyn Dumas. What controversy has she created? She's relevant.
Yes.
So we can actually be relevant without creating controversies. It's today that we think that with controversy we can make it. But I don't think with controversy we can even sustain it, because sustaining controversy is very, very difficult.
A lot of work.
I mean, today you have to do this.
And you have
tomorrow
to plan a
do
fight
this.
with this, plan a
But
fight
you know what?
with
If
that.
you know that you're working and your work is speaking for you,
Thank you.
you will be able to sustain that, because that is what you do for a
Preach,
living.
baby, preach.
You don't do anything else. I am not going to sit there and call a blogger and tell the blogger, oh, write a negative story about
But
me.
even the people we think they're
you know.
positive in every industry, they actually have the bloggers, you know, as friends and all that. And it's like, oh, people don't. I don't want to come out and post my car. You post it, and
Yeah,
then they
people
send
do
it. Yeah,
that.
we have a lot of
Yeah,
them.
they
We
do
have
that.
the positives.
So people are like,
and the
hey,
negatives.
this one, he doesn't even on bluffy.
But
on
hold
here,
on. But
but
you know, there's something I found out. Ghanaians are more discerning that we're giving them, because they know you are paying. Now they are open. Their minds have opened to a lot of things.
And our lives
And
are
they
online,
know.
so they know.
Yes, they
Yeah.
know. They know. Oh, if you say, oh, somebody's news leaked, who? Oh, you're lying. That's good. I don't think so. You get me? There's some particular people they won't believe, because if she's not doing those things or showing all,
But now, do you
Exactly,
think there's
yes.
a positive publicity stunt?
Like Rosalie mentioned. So I think that there is the positive and there is the negative.
Okay.
Some people will do all manner of things just to get the fame and be out there. Like Rosalind is working. Most often you'll see her post around between 4, 5 a.m. She's going to work, watch this, watch that. Positivity. She's going to work. But someone will just give some nude picture to a blogger. Can you post this for me? This is where I see the negativity over there. Nude picture. Oh, someone say, me, I'm into me fan too. Can you do this for me? This is the negative, you know, aspect of the whole thing. But do a positive work. But in Ghana, I don't know. But positivity really doesn't sell here, is it?
But
Is it?
for me, I look out for the
No, I think
positive
it's
things
slow
that-
but sure.
No,
It's slow but sure.
No, let me tell you.
What I have seen, it doesn't really go far
the
like the
positivity.
negative.
I actually didn't
No,
know
it's-
that
it's
people were
very
looking at
slow.
me.
I actually was.
It's slow but
I
sure.
never knew people
It's
knew
very
me
fast.
I've been
till my
monitoring
premiere.
her.
Yeah.
No,
I
I've been,
never knew.
Actually, been following you through Tima's show, Tima Kunkum show. So I've been paying attention because you come on hits.
Yes.
So I listen. So I know you, and Nana Rome is a friend of mine. So I've listened to you do interviews with him, and I'm like, oh, you see when you came out, I was like, oh, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, you follow people because some of the good things. Rosalind, before you and I became, her story, how we became friends. Oh my God. I've already been following. The first time we met, I was super excited to meet you. Little did I even know that she's friends with my family.
Wow.
You understand me? So I've been
So imagine if
following
she was negative, right? You don't even want her to come.
So you're
It's
not
like, how
following me?
No. Girl, forgive me.
You know, I am here.
I'm in a kindred spirit.
I am here.
Thank you, baby. I love you, baby.
I heard what you said when you got here too, the first day.
Hey, baby.
It's actually.
But you get me. You people look
If
out
no
for
one is
positive-
watching, at least one person is in the corner actually
And
watching.
somebody will sit somewhere and say, "Oh, I like Habiba. Oh, Rosen, she's so sweet, down to earth. Oh, now that she's so cool. Now so you understand me? People are actually watching. That's one thing I've come to believe. Because somebody will say something nice about you because of something that was written about you, or how you behave towards someone,
Or how you
somewhere.
spoke.
Yes, like look at the people you've mentioned.
We have, you know, some I know somebody like Shatawale likes controversy. Is it working for him though?
It's
For
working.
him.
It
works
It's
for
working
him.
for him.
Personally, I love Shatawale, so I think I won't say
we have
anything
to
negative about him. Maybe it's working, maybe it's not working. But for me, I feel when you have kids, you don't do certain things. My child, I'm really scared of what my child will see on the internet.
Yeah, me too.
So I feel he has a son, and so he should be very careful of what he does because the internet doesn't forget.
Yeah.
And once you look at his son, is even a smart child. By now, he's googling his dad every day. So imagine if my son googles me, and then he sees
Maybe
that.
he wants his son to be like him one day.
probably
How
they
would
even
you
talk
know?
about
God
it.
forbid,
How would you know?
Probably they talk about
Be like
daddy.
daddy.
I'm waiting to misbehave today.
Be like daddy.
You know,
See what my favorite person did, Shatawale, about the killing thing.
the
He
gun.
had his intentions were pure because he felt he wanted to see what the pastor would do because he was against all those things. But at the same time, to the whole Ghana, that was a serious stance. And for me, I don't wish him dead. I was
no,
really
not at
sad.
all.
I was confused. I was like, no, Shatawale cannot die. My mom would say, Habiba, the world is there's nothing in this world, oh, even Shatawale is gone.
I know, right?
I know. She came back. But in Hausa, Shatawale, wawa ni wallahi
Oh Lord, it's been so interesting.
I feel like that's why they don't take us serious at all.
That's all.
That's
so
the point is so true.
if we pull that
It's so
back,
true.
certain grants that we're looking for the film industry, certain grants we're looking for to make our music industry sound better and project us. Look at the Nigerians. They invested in their film industry and they keep going higher and higher.
They keep going.
Yeah,
And
so
with the
it's-
Nigerians, for the actors especially, if you should pull a publicity stunt that doesn't go well, you are out.
Yes.
You are
and
out.
nobody would
Nigeria.
want you in their
Nobody
space. But
would want you in their
when one
space.
person is misbehaving, we want the person to
That's
come
the
back.
person
that
who
doesn't
wants
happen
to
here
stay.
in
that
Ghana.
No, here,
It doesn't happen here in
twerk,
Ghana.
twerk. You are the next
helps.
movie star.
Yeah.
Twerk.
It doesn't happen.
And who says, baby?
Oh, it happens. So, well, remember in my industry, but I don't know if
Okay.
your industry, but in my industry it happens, and then now we want, let her be in the movie because people will watch, they want
Alright,
to see.
yeah.
But
Alright.
it
They want
doesn't
it.
happen
Yeah.
that way. You are
Yeah.
just valuing
Instead of
your movie.
ostracizing the person, not giving the person that opportunity, we actually open up to them and give them space.
And they actually,
One
the
person-
the professionals are being
Yeah,
pushed to the side.
yeah.
I'm here. Abiba, you have to cast me, oh.
As senior
We
house
want-
mistress has said this.
We'll
Junior house
You
mistress.
too.
we'll have a good
Me
movie.
three.
Is it what? Sit Sense.
Sense.
We'll have a movie, Sit
That's
Sense.
right.
We
So-
should.
That's right.
But let's go on the streets right now and speak to a few people about how far they will go with publicity stunts.
I'm not really a fan of publicity, but then if you want to gain publicity, you should post something good so that in the future it won't go against you. You get, like the youth of today, we post anything on our social media, nudes has become a common something, and then it's not good. So it depends on what they said. What you post today, it affects you in the future. You may never know. You may even forget it. You think that, oh, it's almost about a year ago, but then 10 years later it will have an effect on you.
In my opinion, it depends on the kind of work you find yourself doing. You know, in our modern world, technology is reigning over us, and then due to some of these factors that we are seeing in our lives, sometimes you posting things you do online to also attracts the attention of the public. Looking at, let's say, Facebook, our social medias, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, I think it helps because it isn't like those days where people don't know what you do, but now things are changing. Technology is ruling over, so I think it's a very good idea to it depends on what you do. There are some they don't like to share what they do online, but in my opinion, it helps.
People seem to have a lot with regards to what they will do. But then you've been watching, sisters. Unfortunately, we don't have too much time on our hands. And so we are going to take our final opinions from our beautiful ladies. I'll start off with you now. Do Olenu.
Okay, so I would want to speak to the issue of divorce. Marriage is supposed to be a very beautiful thing. And sometimes people walk in without knowing what is in there. We go with a lot of expectations, and when we get there, you realize that the expectations are not being met, and then we would want to walk out. If things are that bad, and you know that you cannot handle it, we would not force you to be in it. If you know that you cannot handle it, you can walk out. But if you can, like I said earlier on, there are some of the cases that you can work around it and it will be beautiful. It's not every case that requires divorce. There are some that ship out, but there are some you can work around. It will be good and you will definitely enjoy your marriage.
Definitely. Marilyn.
Well, I would like to speak on the issue of publicity stunts, and I think I agree with you. We should allow our work to speak for ourselves, because when you think nobody's paying attention to you and what you're doing, somebody's actually paying attention. Somebody admires you from afar. Somebody thinks you're doing a great job. So keep going in the right form. See, you focus on what you're doing, not focus on somebody else. What you're doing, you're concentrating on that. You are your own competition. You want to be better than you were the day before. If you let these things work for you, you get to exactly where you want to be. Ugly, nasty publicity stunts, trust me, in the near future, you go back and go like, I wish I didn't do this. I wish somebody had talked me out of it. It's not worth it at all. Trust me.
Not at all. Habiba.
Since everyone has chosen the topic, I'll choose the interfaith
marriage.
Personally, it will be difficult for me, but everyone has a choice to make. We're all entitled to our opinions. It's like a nose. We all need to have one. And at the end of the day, it's between you and your God. If you think it will make you happy, if you think it will make your life more valuable, it's just you and your God. Do what makes you happy. Don't regret it on your dying bed.
Definitely don't regret it. But Habiba, you have a movie? Tell us about it.
Yes, I just feel I'm shy. So I'm so excited to talk about my movie Kadara, which was premiered on the 7th of May, just some days ago. And for the first time, I saw Silverbed Cinemas opening their emergency exit because people couldn't move. And I want to say a big thank you to each and every one that has supported my movie, that has, posted, bought tickets, supported. Even though you didn't come, maybe you just supported in one way or the other. Thank you so much. I promise to not let you down. My Zongo community, hey! It came in their numbers, so I was confused. I didn't expect it. Thank you so much, and I promise to not let you down. I'm your girl. I'll forever make you proud.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
really nice.
So is it still showing?
Yeah, it's still showing at the Silverbed Cinemas, 9 p.m. and 7 p.m. So just walking 7 or 9 p.m. and just say you want to watch Kadara. You see us. Don't worry, enter. You see me. You see my poster. Don't worry. Just say you want to watch this movie. Habiba's movie. To let you in at the Silverbed Cinemas, Accra Mall and West Hills Mall for 2 weeks. Yeah.
When we hear the name Kadara, we wonder if it's an English movie.
It's Hausa. So it's 50% English, 40% Hausa, and 10% Dagbani. It's a movie that we can all relate to. It's about traditions. It's comedy, drama, tragedy. I mean, some people were crying at the end.
We'll definitely go watch it.
Be nice.
Yeah, we
We
should.
should. Hey, if you need me to escort you, just DM me. I escort people, but you buy the tickets. I'll escort you.
All right, thank you so much for being here, Habiba.
Thank you. I really had fun.
We actually
Thank
did
you.
love it.
Thank
we
you.
loved every
Thank
bit
you.
of it. But I haven't been doing this alone. I've been here with the beautiful
Nadu Elenu.
and
Najili Doku.
Marilyn.
Marilyn. And of course, our beautiful Habiba Sinari.
Thank you.
For you out there, we want to say a very big thank you to our production team. Oh my goodness, I don't know how you guys do it. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Our director, producer, Sami Okuto, our camera, sound, every single person out there. To you, Frema, you know we love you. We love all of you. Makeup, we love you. Thank you for actually doing this for us. My name is Roslyn Fairley. We'll be back again next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.